Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete and certified high performance coach. Level up your peer group. 3 tips to a brighter future. You've probably heard me talk about the 4 human drivers: aliveness, connection, meaningful pursuit, and growth. We're going to focus on number 2, connection. Why should you level up your peer group? If what Tony Robbins said was correct, the quality of your life will be determined by the quality of your relationships. Should we level them up with intention? Absolutely. If we want a aliveness, if we want a quality of life. So stick with me. I've got a free gift for you. Let's go to where I'm going to share with you the level up your peer group strategy. I'm going to give you 3 tips. Break your circle into, you have different circles. You got your friends, then you have your colleagues, and you have different ones. You can get this by going to level up, pkane.me, level up. But I want you just to kind of absorb the concept, because if you get this, you're going to feel that aliveness. You're going to feel that brighter future. You're going to have a strategy for gaining more relationships, quality relationships, by doing these 3 things. So you have your circle. You break it down in there. Now the circle is going to be, let me see, I have it right here. Can't read it on there, but I want to give you family, close friends, clients, coworkers, and community leaders. That's who's in the circle here. Now, calling them, I do 5 calls a day. Calling them, not to solicit your business, but to check in with them, to level up your peer group. What do they need? That's the first question. Who do they love to meet? Who would they love to meet? Maybe it's somebody in your circle that you can introduce them. But if you don't ask, you'll never find out. What do you love to do? Find out what people love to do. Who do they love the most? Find out by asking them. If you're going to make those meaningful connections, you have to have a framework. Now, when you do that, what do they need from you in the upcoming weeks? Ask them. Can you provide that? Can you look for somebody that can? But if you don't connect and don't ask the questions, you won't get. What does the Bible say? Ask and you shall receive. You never ask, you'll never receive. So the next tip is look at a scale. Now, if you look at a scale, I'm going to give you 10 categories: happiness, healthier, worldly, empowered, faithful, fulfilled, skilled, enriched, connected, and galvanized. Now, we have the course coming. So we're going to get in depth about it. We're going to give you 5 sessions to really understand this concept, to be able to apply it. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight so you can know what's coming. I'm going to give you a gift, but you're also going to get another gift, the gift of leveling up and being able to have a strategy. 5 calls a day, not very long. It might take you 15, 20 minutes maybe. But if you prioritize leveling up your peer group and you rate those 10, because you want to rate when you're talking to people, because you may want to get healthier. So what do? Hang out with healthier people. You want more happiness in your life? Hang out with more people that are happy. You want more worldly people? Hang out with diverse people. If you only hang out with the people that think like you, that's boring. Challenge your thinking. Hang around people that have a worldly view of things. Empowered. Is this somebody that empowers, but you're rating them so you can get better by hanging around the right people? You've all heard you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. So if you're always leveling up your peer group and you're doing it in a systematic way, you're not just winging it. Life is not winging. Life is, I set goals every day. I have 3 things I'm going to do every day. I do 3 days in one, 3 6-hour mini days. So I have 21 days in a week. Most people have 7. Now, when you have 21 days in a week, it's so free. I don't rush around. My daughter and my granddaughter, Eliza, came by after my Rotary, hung out for like an hour. It's okay. I got plenty of time to prioritize that. I'm busy. I was up at 2:30 this morning. I did most of my work before Rotary. Not most of it, but Rotary was 7. I'm usually there 15, 20 minutes before Rotary starts, 6:45. Starts at 7:30. Just to have meaningful conversations with people. People, connections, having that liveness comes with how you have those meaningful connections, those meaningful relationships. And if you hang around the same people year after year after year, you're never going to level up. You'll get comfortable. That's why cliques exist. When I was at Overture, everybody had their little clique. That's what normally happens. But if you want to level up your peer group, you do it intentionally. You make 5 phone calls a day. You check in with people, ask them questions, build relationships. And you do that on a regular basis. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine what will happen after a year, that if you did this every day and it starts to compound, you'll have more than a couple friends when your last day on earth comes. And everybody's going to die. Nobody gets away. Nobody gets out of this life alive, I like to say. So if you level up, you're going to find that aliveness. And Brendan Bouchard, my mentor, who certified me as a high performance coach, who has the largest personal development community in the world, he surrounds himself with a couple 100,000 people. And he does the same thing we're talking about here. He doesn't just stay still. He's always growing. And he's doing it with leveling up his peer group. There can be people that it may be a little uncomfortable to make a phone call to somebody that's leveling up a couple notches. But if you do not, you don't grow. You won't grow. You won't get out of your comfort zone. But if you do that, you'll have a community. Brendan Bouchard's been doing this for 25 years. So a couple 100,000 in growth day is just what has happened over years and years and years of practicing this formula. You level up, ask these questions, rate them, be able to put yourself in a position where you're around the right people. The 5 people that influence you the most will pull you up, and you'll keep changing. It's just the way life is. But if you don't do it intentionally, it will never happen. So the growth day that I was talking to you about, go to pk.me/growth day. Try it for 7 days. You'll have my mentor, Brendan Bouchard, talking to you each morning. I've done it for 2 years since I found out about it. Every single morning, he's coaching me. Another person is coaching me, and he's asking 2 thought-provoking questions in Growth Day to get you to think. Think. Critical thinking. Critical thinking. We want to create your life instead of consuming other people's lives. Create your life instead of consuming. Most people watch 4 hours a day. If you're creating your life, you won't want to sit around and watch TV for 4 hours a day. You won't want to scroll social media for 3 hours a day because you're creating your life. So start today. Create your life. And if you go to pk.me/connect, you will get, let me see if I can put it up here. You will get a free course. I want to activate your future. I want to activate a brighter future by pouring into you in a digital course. It's a $300 offer. 12 sessions on the high performance habits of mastery. You're going to go through the high performance habits of clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. Then once you get there, there's going to be something magical that's going to happen. But you're going to get into the 7th session where it's physiology, then it's psychology mastery, then it's going to get into persuasion, purpose, mastery, and productivity. And then you're going to sum it up. You're going to make that transformation. And you use the word gift. It'll waive the $300 fee and you will start. You will activate a brighter future. So be bold, make an impact,